Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing what our family group subjects are for term 1 of this school year. We have some exciting new things that we will be exploring, and I'm just going to show you what curriculum we're using, some of my favorite things, and yeah, so if you're new around here, my name is Hannah. I am a homeschool mom. This will be year 5. I have a 9-year-old, 7-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old that will be tagging along with us. So it will be fun to do a day in the life come this fall, just so you guys can see how I'm going to find out how this school year is actually going to go. But I don't know about all the other moms out there. I have this high expectation, and I'm so excited, and I feel like I have everything in order, and we're just going to dive in and see what happens, right? And there's going to be a rhythm, I'm sure, that we will find with my 3-year-old and my 6-month-old. And so all of this is a tentative plan and hoping that a lot of this will go the way we hope. So if this is your first video, our style of schooling is primarily Charlotte Mason inspired. I kind of was eclectic for the first few years with my oldest daughter, and last year was our first year really diving into kind of Charlotte Mason inspired one classroom teaching. And then over the summer, I actually did quite a bit of reading and studying about Charlotte Mason herself and her principles and what she desired. And so this year, there's going to be some growth in that area, and I'm really hoping to encompass a lot of the things that I've learned for Charlotte Mason style of learning. And so if you love Charlotte Mason as well, I would love to hear your favorite thing about her in the comments below. And if you love homeschool videos and you're just here to be inspired along with me, then give this a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. So I'm going to first show you what our term 1 curriculum looks like. Okay, so I made this super simple little printout on Google Sheets just so I had a really clear understanding of term 1 and trying to hit all of the little bullets and nuggets that is Charlotte Mason inspired. A sprinkle of different things, right? So I'm just going to kind of show you what we're doing, and then I'll show you the books. But we'll be doing a picture study once a week, music study, Chopin, our nature study, but we will try and focus on wildflowers and flowerless plants. These will be the 3 hymns that we learn in term 1. Our handcraft, I'll be teaching my oldest 2 to knit. Our habit will be attention, and then we will be working through 3 read-alouds, just rotating between the Children's Homer, Treasure Island, and Tales from Shakespeare. We will be doing Emily Dickinson as our poet and learning 3 folk songs. This will be new for us. And I will show you the history curriculum that we use, and we're going through Solomon through Jeremiah. And these will be the lessons. This will be our first year incorporating some foreign language. And then geography, this will also be our first year. So we got a couple books for our morning basket, and we'll be working on our North America map work. So a couple of these things are new for us, and I will have another video just showing you the rhythm of our week and how we can fit in all of these different things. We don't do most of them every single day. They take turns, but I really liked how last year we got a little taste of many different things, and I feel like we actually retained quite a bit of what we learned. And so this year I'm just bringing it up a little more because I feel like mom's ready, girls are ready for a little more depth and more reading. So we're going to see how this goes. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the curriculum that we're going to be using for these subjects. And I'll have another video on specifically what our morning basket will look like. So I really like the picture study portfolios from simplycharlottemason.com. This will be Van Gogh. He will be who we are studying for term 1. And there'll be 3 terms in our year. So we will be going with him for that. And then for our music study, we really like the free podcast, Classics for Kids. So I also get the Simply Charlotte Mason Music for Master study, and I got Chopin for this term. However, we like to listen to the episodes on the composer from the Classics for Kids. So I will put that podcast in the description below, but they have like little music studies, and then you can like listen to also about the piece, about the composer. So I think you can just use that in studying the composer, and you won't necessarily need something like that, but I do like some sort of framework. So I like to get those. This will be our second time using the music study for the masters. And now our nature study, this will be kind of the first time that we've done a Charlotte Mason nature study for us. So I'm still definitely in the learning stage. I went ahead and got the Simply Charlotte Mason Hours in the Out of Doors book, and I was reading that this summer, and it really helped me understand Charlotte Mason's desire in a nature study. And before I had read that, I went ahead and purchased these nature notebooks from The Good and the Beautiful, and I was like, well, this is not what Charlotte Mason had in mind. This is all written out for me, and I'll do a flip through and show you, but they're all written out with little ideas what to do and what to look for, which is not the kind of observatory personal reflection that really is the focus of nature studies. So I'm not just gonna throw this out with the, just throw it out. What I'm gonna do is just kind of let this kind of guide us through a couple different seasons. But I went ahead, and Hobby Lobby had their just nice sketchbooks, 50% off. And this is really nice paper so that they can use watercolor, and you can see this is blank. So this is actually what we're gonna use for the nature study now that I have a better understanding, just learning. And I'm just going to use this kind of as a guide, and maybe like once a month have a themed kind of nature walk, just because they are young girls, and I think it'll be a lot fun. Like the leaf collecting one, I could totally see us doing that and putting them in here. But now that I have a better understanding of it, we're just going to really be moving forward with blank notebooks and going from there. So this is kind of encompassing, the girls have their own Good and Beautiful notebook, and they have their own written sketchbook as well. I also got a sketchbook for my 3-year-old. How many of you out there have a little one that also wants to have his own sketchbook? So that will be our nature study. Hymns will be in our morning basket, but I'll show that in this video as well. This is just an old hymnal that I have. I don't get any sort of hymnal guide at this time. It's on my wish list, but I don't get what I don't need. So this is a hymnal. I play piano myself, so we'll be studying the hymn, memorizing it, working on it together twice a week, in hopes that they will really just have a rich memorization and understanding of the gospel in music. So our handcraft will be knitting, which I will just do and show them. Habits. So we like the Laying Down the Rails. This is also by Simply Charlotte Mason. Comes with a teacher's guide and two books. And we're going to be working on the habit of attention, which I think is a foundational habit, especially as we're learning about Charlotte Mason and how to be attentive to listening to read alouds for the first time, making sure that you're, paying attention so that you know what mom just read, right? When we go back to recite it. And so that's going to be our habit, but I also want attention, the habit of attention to overflow into other areas of our life as well. So we're just going to work on that for the first term. And if we need to, we'll work on that habit longer, because that is, I think, going to be really important for them right now. Okay, so our read alouds will be in our morning basket, and we will just kind of rotate through those. We're going to be doing Treasure Island. So that's going to be a lot of fun, just because we studied Robert Louis Stevenson as a poet last year, and I wanted to get to Treasure Island last year, but it didn't happen. So we're going to read through this along with Children's Homer, which I ordered, and then the Tales from Shakespeare. So if you're familiar with Charlotte Mason, she has older children start to read through the Shakespeare plays. I have never studied any Shakespeare personally myself, and neither of my girls. So it was recommended to me to get this book which is Tales from Shakespeare by Charles and Mary Lamb. And it's really it's like a children's edition of the different stories. And so I'm going to be reading one of these over the term, and we're just going to do it once a week or twice a week, I think I have written down, to familiarize us, Mom and the girls, what it sounds like, what his plays kind of encompassed. And I think that will be really important. So this will be also in our morning basket. Okay, so our poet, again, shout out to Simply Charlotte Mason. They make doing Charlotte Mason very easy because they have so many of these collections, especially if you're just starting out like me and you're not sure where to gather all the resources. They have everything for you. So they have these Enjoy the Poem collections, and they have many poets to choose from. So for this term, we're going to be doing Emily Dickinson, and my sister-in-law as well is doing Emily Dickinson. So we have some poetry tea times that we have planned over the year. And we're really excited about what that's going to look like for the kids and just reciting their favorite poem or what they are learning. So Emily Dickinson will be our poet that we will get to study. And I like a lot of her poems, so I think that that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so for history, we actually use the Mystery of History curriculum. This was my mom's, actually, well loved. And we started this last year, but I had a baby in January, and I also had the C in September. And so we actually lost quite a bit of our homeschool year last year. So we didn't get as far as I wanted to, but that's okay. They're in elementary school, so we're just going to kind of pick up where we left off, which was Solomon. And now the Mystery of History also has living books that it recommends during certain lessons that the kids can read in addition. So I got some of those, and as we go through them, I will definitely be sharing here on my channel, walking through some of the lesson planning and things that we are going to be reading alongside Mystery History, just to get that living book complex that Charlotte Mason really encourages. So the girls are not just learning it like a timeline, more to that. So, but I do like Mystery History. I think she does a good job. Her writing is just really well done, and it's interesting for the girls to be able to listen to. Okay, and next will be our foreign language. This is new to us. I actually took French in school, so I'm not familiar with Spanish at all. This is the Spanish by the Cherrydale Press, which both Ambleside and Simply Charlotte Mason recommend. And so we're going to be giving this one a shot. You can buy the audio tape or audio files with this, which I went ahead and did because I don't speak Spanish. So I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly. So we'll let you see. I will let you know how this goes. I will definitely be giving you guys a update each term of how our homeschool year is going. So if you would like to follow along with that, please subscribe below. So we'll see how this goes. This is the Speaking Spanish. And the last thing we got will also be in our morning basket. Geography is brand new to us. So this year, I'm just gonna be focusing on helping the girls understand, like, here's the world map. So we're gonna do some whole world map kind of map work, just so they can kind of get an idea. And then focusing on the North America and helping them understand our country here and memorizing the states and doing some map work with that so that they can understand our local area. And I went ahead and got 2 books just to put in our morning basket, and they are beautiful. I've heard so many reviews. I was able to snag these used on Amazon, and I saved like $10 a piece. So if you're looking to get some budget friendly, try thrift books or just try Amazon used. These are like brand new, but however, they were not. So this is The Hungry Planet. And then we also got Material World. And then the days that we're doing geography, I will have map work just printed out from a PDF that the girls can work through, especially my 4th grader, my 9-year-old. who's kind of in year 4. That is all of our group studies. So I will also be sharing with you guys what we're doing individually for them in their independent studies, and then what our morning basket looks like, and everything else along our journey. So if you'd like to follow along, I hope to see you around again soon, and thanks for watching.